nomás por hablar. Somos hombres
que cumplimos, no nos sabemos dejar. El que ha nacido en la Meca. Ay, no más. What's up, gente? Saludos and respect to everybody, man. I got a good one today, man. And since this is about the raza, this is for the raza, so I decided to put this roll around, right? Somos hombres que cumplimos, no nos sabemos dejar. So anywho, man, I just want to say before I start this video, because this is a crazy one, dog. I don't glamorize violence, but like I've been saying on my videos, this is the stuff that I went through. This is what I went through during my incarceration. Somebody say, yeah, you talking better. No, it's not that I'm talking better. And I'm already, I don't know if you noticed, but the name of the channel is Paisas Only Channel. I'm a paisano. I talk like mexicano. Yo hablo como mexicano. Como italiano, güey. I'm Italian. Nah, I'm kidding, But yeah. I don't glamorize violence. I mean, wish I can, you can see through my head, and see what I went through in prison. I mean, I told you I almost went cuckoo. I almost went cuckoo one time. But anywho, man, why, a lot of people, and don't get me wrong, boxer Enrique said that he started having nervous breakdown or and that's PTS, and that's from thinking, that's from the environment that you surroundings. You're in Pelican Bay. The battle was in Pelican Bay. I was in Pelican Bay at age I was just barely 19, I was in Folsom High Desert, experiencing all these fucking pedos. So I almost, like I said, and a lot of people don't like to admit, dog, that they're having problems. And it is a mother effort, dog, living like that, and knowing that in prison, your best friend is gonna handle you, dog. So imagine if you already know that, with that said, and having your friends around, you never know who's gonna hit you, dog. He always your best friend. The enemies, you already know that they're not gonna get close to you, especially like these battles, like Emeros and Sureños, the camaradas, or de nuestra raza, or the Paisas, the big Paisas. They know that some other band, they're not supposed to, they got a line, they don't cross the line. You don't get that close to the battle unless you're gonna do some saludos, gente. I'm drinking my chanatito. But what about your friends? What do you think about that, vato? What do you think about your friends? Real close to you, homie. You never know. You're always watching his fucking hands. Before I continue with this video, hit the like button. I'm gonna go live at 5 o'clock. Before I continue, hit the like button, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Like I said, you're always watching I'm gonna tell you a little story, homie. I have this pedo with the Paisas, and I already knew how they got this baton. They got this Paisa. I like my sombrero, homes. I found it. It was right there. Somebody gave it to me. It's so fucking crude, but I say fuck it. I just wear it just for the hell of it. And anywho, they did a clever, a smart way, and they got this bato in a smart, real clever way. Now they told me, hey, paisa, somebody sent you this letter, we want you to read it. They put the letter on the phone. The paisa went like that, and he was reading what that Shaka, your best friend. So, and I remember that, dog. I remember it was Bato from Chicali. Chicali is the Bato from Frontera, the BBs. I'm gonna tell you the difference between the BBs and the Paisas. So anywho, this Bato, he's trying to. So I told him, you read that shit, dog. You read it. Matter of fact, later, they tried to get me, dog. And I came back to the yard and I told Avato, he was the main one. I told him, you want to be my celly, homes? Let's handle that shit, homes. Let's go in the cell. He His name is Rafa from Chicali. He's a fucking pussy, dog. Anyway, no, saludos toda la gente de Chicali, Tijuana, homie. But this vato, hey. Anywho, why? I'm gonna tell you why he's a pussy, because I told him, hey, well, let's go in the cell, and he didn't want to do it, and then later he tried to get me from the back, from behind. So anyway, let's go back to the video. The most vicious pegada I ever seen in my life. So vicious, so freaking vicious. The helicopter landed on the yard. And who did it? I'm gonna tell you at the end of the video who did it. Between the Paisas, Sureños, or Norteños. The Norteños are, my freaking God. This is 2003, right? High desert. I've been telling you on my videos, high desert's off the hook. High desert is not nice. High desert's a mother effer. Like I said, I almost. Matter of fact, it was high desert where I started having nervous breakdowns and all. I'm like, this shit's fucking too much. I decided for this, man. When I said I wanted to go to when I wanted to go to prison, I thought it was gonna be fun. This ain't nothing but ain't no fun being here, dog. So between there's some paisas también, there's some paisas that they do some vicious fucking pegadas in the woods, the gabachos, the ones that are like I'm not gonna, but there's some sureños, way. There's some sureños que, God damn, I seen a pegada, right? I was working in the kitchen on BR in Pelican Bay, no, not Pelican Bay, High Desert, and I was looking through the window, and all of a sudden I turn around and I see under the tower, under the fucking corner, what? They were getting this fool, man. But it wasn't the most vicious pegada that I ever seen in the system, man. Homie. They said there was another one on Diablo, but I didn't see this one. Chamu from Wilmas, and Porky from Wilmas. Remember I told you about Diablo, and the most. I'm gonna make another video about the most vicious sureño that I ever. One of the most vicious sureños. They said they got him pretty good, because he was doing some way out shit, So anywho, this is high desert, This is high desert, and high desert's fucking. Oh, they call it high drama. That's the name of high desert, high drama. Getting out of work, right? And this is between 3 and 4 buildings, right? I see some vatos. I didn't see the actual when they start moving, but I'm pretty sure one came from one side and the other one. This is just my wildest fucking guess, right? I'm not trying to fucking say something that is not. You know what I mean? And but it was two vatos, but I'm gonna tell you at the end of the video who was raza. Well, I mean, it was the raza de Mexicanos, right? But what Ramfla. And this vato, homie, they wanted this vato. They wanted him bad. For what reason, I don't know. But the vato came from Susanville. And in Susanville, there was a yard for, this race, this Ramfla, there was 50-50 yard, right? And they didn't like those vatos over there. These vatos from Susanville, they were taking off on the vatos from that came from High Desert, because they said, nah, they're not gonna program with us. They were 50-50, and I guess they hit the wrong vato. They hit the wrong mother effort, dog. They got the homeboy went to Susanville. They told me he was gonna program, but before he can do something, they took off on this vato. He was a good solid camarada, good solid gente. They got him. So vatos go back to High Desert. And the placas in Susanville, they used to give you quebrada to take the politics, the high power politicians, right? Keep them vatos quebrada. But if you do something stupid, out of line, meaning that they're giving you quebrada to program, right? And you selling freaking drogas and hey, wait, we giving you quebrada, but don't fucking, don't get out of fucking, drogas are the main problems, he did something that this vato got sent to high desert. One of them, he went to high desert. This is what I heard now. Well, anywho, this vato goes to high desert. And this pegada was, like I said, it was so vicious. It was the first time I seen a freaking helicopter landed on the yard. And you're never gonna see that. Why? Because that's security reasons. Secure reasons. So anywho, man, this vato, vato was walking on the track, right? Between, like I said, 3 and 4 buildings. And they came from both sides, and just they were getting them. They got this vato so good, homie. Neta, way, like I said, homie, he tried to get his money, homie, but they wanted it, this vato, homie. This vato was, was wanted like gacho, and they more, I'm not lying, I'm not putting too much into this, but more than 100 times, homie. Imagine. And I remember seeing a vato, a picture when I just barely came out of prison. I was, they did that. It looked like a Pelican Bay door, full of holes. I was like, God damn, this vato, reminds me of the doors in Pelican Bay. And I'm not trying to make fun of these, individuals. That's, that's nothing nice, but that's what it looked like, I was like, God damn. More than 100 hits, more than 100, and it looked like they were like little holes, and that what does that mean? Is he hit with one of those things that you break the ice with? Them freaking things are vicious. And the ones that got him, it was the wrong gente, right? And these vatos were rojos, vatos were from north, the norteños. But they don't play. I've been hearing a lot of paisas that they never been over there to the States. The norteños, they don't have nothing against us, dog. If you leave them vatos alone, it's like a pit bull. You go by and you don't save them. I know there's some people that, but it's just like a dog. If you see a dog, you don't fucking bother that dog. You don't bother, it won't do nothing to you, homie. And it's the same thing with the norteños, homie. You don't dress like a cholo. And just, they come at you, they hit you up, hey, where you from, wherever, because they, just be respectful. Hey, I don't play that stuff, I'm just dressing like that, and they'll respect that. No, I don't play that. But yeah, they got him. And it's the same thing in LA, Holmes. Don't tell me that. In LA, if you're wearing, a red heart, you're not gonna last. On freaking San Francisco and you're not gonna last. But anyway, it's not about that. This battle, they got him pretty good, Holmes. They got him pretty good. Youngsters. You might think it's a game, Holmes. It's a game. And I know it might sound like these battles, hey, they did the right thing, in their game, in their mind, they did the right thing, right? But how much karma can they bring to themselves and their family, Holmes? Imagine, I don't know their lives, but imagine one of these battles had like a couple years to his house. Imagine one of them had a thing, and they took out this battle, and he's gone. They did some damage, but at the same time, Raza is vicious, Raza is vicious. Raza's got that in their blood, But at the same time, there's some Raza that they pretty smart, They pretty smart. The way they do things, the way they do movidas, the way they do hits, and I seen Raza educating themselves. I seen battles becoming preachers. I seen some battles. One of them, he goes, I don't know if you remember, he goes, hey, gracias for giving, for these videos, homie, but I became a doctor. I pulled away from this BS and I became a doctor. Good for you, homito, good for you. He's from Los, he's from LA, And I seen battles becoming lawyers. I seen battles becoming electricians. I seen battles becoming, good artists, tattoo artists. You know, instead of gravitating or grabbing the shit out of prison, grab the base out of prison. If you're still in prison, if you want planning to go to prison, if you have family in prison, tell them grab the base of it. You know, go to the programs. You know, become somebody. You know, that is gonna somebody that is gonna do good in the community, homie. Somebody that is gonna serve the community, and that's through my videos. I serve the community. But yeah, it was the Norteños, homie. It was the most vicious pegada I ever seen in my life, homies. And with that amount, homies, thank you, gente. I'm gonna do a live video at 5 o'clock, homies. And thank you for watching my video, for supporting my channel. And God bless you, homie. Stay out of trouble, homie. Youngsters, that life is not nice, homies. I mean, it's up to you if you wanna, but I'm telling you, homies, I went, and a lot of vatos go cuckoo, a lot of vatos go, they started liking something else, some chorizo. With that, I'm out. God bless you guys. Saludos, gente. I'm out. God bless you. Paisa Felony channel, hit the like button and let me know what you think in the comments, homies.